Hello everybody and welcome back to Akuban Nights. Before we raid this tomb for all it's worth, before we inherit our ancestors' possessions, Sammy's gonna learn some spells, aren't you, Sammy?
Our discovered ancestors. Apparently we're now in a barbarian tribe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna learn some spells. So on the list of spells I can learn is a enchantment spell called Personal Perception Filter. Level 2. And so, Neal, can you tell me what I need to roll to be able to learn spells?
Well, you are a conjurer, correct?
Mm-hmm. I am.
So you have a plus 15% chance to learn to learn conjuration spells, and a minus 15% chance to learn non-conjuration spells.
So my chance to learn is 65%, so it's a 50-50. Do I want to roll high or low?
You roll a D100 and roll 50 or below.
All right.
Let's see, right
here is the roll for Personal Perception Filter.
Wonderful. You pick up Personal Perception Filter.
So this spell is really useful. Not right now, but it very much will be. So this spell allows me to put oil on a person and enchant it in a way that will mean that if they are in a group or if they are not drawing attention to themselves, then they will go unnoticed.
Yeah,
this is especially useful if we want to do something like walking through a city where people are after us.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
So
it should be added to your spell list now, Sammy.
I will check and confirm.
There it is.
Yes, it is. There we go.
Wonderful. So it works very much like an invisibility spell, except you're not actually invisible. You're just sort of unnoticed. See Doctor Who perception filters for a good idea.
Exactly.
And if you
and
don't...
a terrible name as well.
Perception filter?
Doesn't sound very magical, does it?
What?
Personal perception filter?
I'm sorry, it doesn't have like Alibaba's fifth plane of existence, mind-shattering ultra mage spell. It's fucking... It's fine. It's a great name.
See the spells I can learn? Everything that's first or second level in there, except for the necromancy spells, because they're still in there for some reason.
Shh. We'll get there one day, man. We'll get there one day. Did you have any other spells you wanted to learn?
Did I learn? I was gonna check if I had tried to learn Mount, and I have not tried to learn Mount yet. The ones I've tried and failed were Featherfall and Locate Landmark. So that is another one I'm going to try to learn. Mount is a conjuration spell, so it's a 80% chance.
Yes. 80 or lower on a D100?
So D100.
Oh, no good.
So
I'm
no Mount
sorry.
For me.
Nope. It's alright, you can just ride Budarios around on his shoulders.
No, I think that's the job of Rada right now.
Any other spells you want to learn?
Let me check. Do. Did I already learned Spirit Armor, didn't I? Yes.
Yes.
I already learned that. But I could learn the Abjuration one.
The lesser... Which Abjuration
no,
one?
The level 2 one. The Abjuration Spirit Armor.
Oh. You already have one Spirit Armor spell. You can only learn one... maybe we should have said... I think I said this before, but spells with similar names you can only have, or identical names, you can only have one? I guess you can have multiple.
It would be very strange for this light spell that works in interior and exterior.
I guess you could learn two different versions of the same spell. Yeah, that's fine. Although why you would want 2 different versions, I don't know. But yeah, you could do it. Do you not like your
stack both of them on the same time?
spell unarmored?
I think that would be bad.
I do believe both spells cannot be cast at the same time on you, or cannot be active.
Incoming, strike the target first, deal their damage to the spirits. The absorb incoming damage equal to the target's willpower score +1. And anything that's fully absorbed will not interrupt. So this just lasts until
it's 5 minutes per level.
Yeah, 5 minutes per level, or until enough damage hits me and then tries to break concentration.
Yes.
Is it
incoming attacks that strike the target first? No, there's no concentration required.
So it just lasts for 5 minutes per level.
Yep.
Without breaking. Oh, this does seem like a very useful spirit armor.
Spirit armor +1. How many attacks does it block?
Infinite. There's no limit. It just
All the damage is depleted. The temporary damage is depleted.
Right.
Oh, that's no the conjuration. That's the conjuration one. The spirits absorb incoming damage equal to the target's willpower score +1 per each level of the caster. Oh, so it has health.
Yeah, the shield
plus level.
Right. So it'll absorb the first. What is your HP, or what's your willpower?
Willpower 16, so it will absorb 19 damage.
Right. Yeah. The other one does what? It gives
the
you
other one has AC bonus, but also has health. That if it would hit the AC, then it would deal damage to the armor.
Right. Okay.
So I would have 16, similar but different.
Right. So that would have 16 HP worth of blows it can take. Huh.
So technically the other spirit armor is just infinitely more powerful because it automatically blocks the damage, whereas this conjuration one will only block the damage if it hits the AC of the armor.
It's the same with magic missile. There's a magic missile version that's infinite better than yours actually. So.
Oh, I see what's going on. Right. Let me. Are these done right? Maybe hold off on this. I want to make sure that these 2 spirit armors seem not equally balanced. I want to take a look at this after today's session and sort of sort them out, see if I've made a mistake here, because it looks like I might have made a mistake.
Mm-hmm. In my opinion, the spirit armor that I have right now is perhaps underpowered for a 2nd level spell, but that's my opinion.
Okay, I'll sort it out later. Was there another spell you wanted to learn?
Did we already do locate landmark? Yes, we did. Did we do conjure simple object? No. Or messenger. I want to do messenger. That's one thing I wanted to try. So messenger is a conjuration spell, so that's 80%. So D100, and that's learned.
Wonderful. Okay. Sorry, what was the spell name again?
Messenger.
Messenger. Wonderful. Let me grab the spell ID and add it to your list. It is spell number 25. 25. That should be added to your list as well. Perfect. Everything looks good. Any other spells you would have wanted to learn in these days of downtime that you've had?
Not right now.
Okay. Well, let's do
their armor, but we'll go into that later.
Yeah, I want to double check that. I think there might have been an error here. You guys can make your way to the tomb the next day, and let's do a quick check-in with HP, because I don't think your character token HP totals are right. Bedarios, you take a 7 HP wound, right? So you should just be down 7.
Yeah,
And
I'm fixing mine right now.
Sarah, you should be at full, right? You didn't take any wounds of 5 HP or greater than 5?
Yeah, I healed myself back up.
Cool. All right. Fix your token.
Okay, Dad, I'm on it.
All
One out
right.
of 22, though. Oh, dear. Okay, there we go.
Here you are at the tomb. Yassi is probably standing somewhere behind you. Would you have told the barbarians that you're coming here to do this, or would you have just like wandered off? Do they know you're here? How did you get here? Who did you tell?
Wouldn't it make sense to ask Rada to accompany us to show us the tomb, because we don't really know the direction from the camp we are at now?
That's a good point. Yeah, she will guide you here as well. Do you take anyone else? Maybe the whole camp comes this way.
We take Yassi.
Yeah, I think you had to leave that other area anyway, so the whole camp moves up here today. You do pass another barbarian camp heading a different direction. There's a quick stop, chatter back and forth. Rada introduces her new husband and wife. And
Well,
yeah.
Will Rada accompany us inside the tomb?
No.
Okay.
No. If you guys want to do this, you're on your own.
All right. Yassi in the front.
Yassi in the front?
Before we go,
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of like you know the young barbarian that I was flirting with. I'm gonna sort of
yes.
like beckon him over and just be like, "Do you want to come with us? How brave are you feeling?"
Are we why are we going?
For adventure.
Test of bravery.
Yeah. We want to test our bravery.
Are we making in cave?
I'd just like to point out why I find this so funny, because making also means to shit.
It does?
It does.
Wow.
It's a child-friendly version of pooing yourself.
I have never heard this term before.
I've never heard that before either.
They use it in childcare a lot to discuss if it happens.
Hey,
Well.
meta-doo-doo. Otherwise, it's like,
I'm glad we clarified. Thank
Yep.
God.
That's,
All right,
that's
so
why I'm laughing.
you're sending Yassi in alone, right?
Yeah.
That's what Sammy said?
No.
Oh no, she died. She's gone.
Oh.
so yeah, so why it's just like, I really shouldn't, but perhaps we could.
What?
But we can't tell anyone. It must be secret.
Okay. But your family come too, yeah?
Oh yeah, but we'll find another place because I don't want them
Tomb
to
is
know.
small. Not much room. I not interested in being
Oh.
points to your brothers.
Of course. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
But we go alone? Yes?
Maybe another time.
Alright. He seems confused by you and walks off. Alright, guys.
Well, the cannon fodder failed.
I think it's
Well,
time.
we should all blindfold our eyes. I'm just like putting the blindfold on, like, yep, ain't nothing getting past this.
Yep. The hat comes down. The turban comes down over the eyes.
I take my huge scarf, I guess, and use that as a blindfold.
Can very slightly see like down. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you guys are blind. I'm going to remove sight from your characters.
Oh God.
Yes, just a little info before I blind myself.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to take either a dagger or a hammer, whatever I need, to hack one of the arms of a statue that is in front of me.
Oh. Okay.
And I guess I'm going in front. Is anyone else volunteering?
I think I'm the sneakiest, so we have to be quiet and unafraid. So I think perhaps I should go first to sort of like, you know, to kind of scout things out. Yeah, I'll just be like going, I will go first. I will scout things out, brother.
All right, Maya.
Right, then give me a second. I'm gonna hack off another arm and give you the arm.
What is this? This is an arm. This is an arm.
You,
belong to a person.
if the basilisk approaches you, just shove this into his mouth.
We're basilisk taming now.
Yep.
No, feeding.
Well, can you see your token to move it, Maya?
I can't. No.
No.
Oh, is it just pitch black for you guys?
It is
You need
pitch black.
to add sight, but remove the
God, for some reason it backed me out of the game when I scrolled my mouse. That's nice. Thanks.
distance.
Yes, yes. The lighting for Roll20 can get a little complicated. Because I've got all this ambient lighting outside, so... it's fine. I'll just move you. Maya, you walk forward.
Okay, so yeah, I will just very stealthily walk forward, keeping my ears open and, you know, sort of like just find the wall and just keep my hand on the left-hand wall at all times.
Yeah, you find yourself pushing past these statues and walking past these large rock formations until you reach the mouth of the cave.
Mm-hmm. I will listen very carefully for any breathing or scraping of claws or whatever.
Why don't you give me an eavesdrop check from your thief skill list?
Boom. Right.
Yeah.
30.
Oh, yeah. You hear low, heavy breathing and the scratching of something on stone, very gently and lightly. It doesn't sound like it's moving, but there's something living in here.
All right. In that case, I'm just going to put my shoulders back, head up, and very quietly but very confidently walk into the cave, just sort of keeping the arm ready to put out in front of me, and just like I will just make my way forwards, projecting as much confidence as I possibly can under the circumstances.
All right. You enter the cave maybe 30 feet or so before up until this point you could feel the walls on both sides of you, and about 30 feet in, the wall on your left side turns inward as if you're entering a chamber, while the wall on your right keeps going more or less straight.
In that case, I will follow it round to the left, because I basically I've been following the left-hand wall, so I will continue to follow the left-hand wall round.
All right. You start following the wall around when your knees bump into a low-lying stone shelf.
I will feel around on the shelf and see if what I'll do is like sort of like if I can feel the wall still there, I'll sort of lift the blindfold just to see what's on the shelf, if I can see anything.
It's pitch black in here. There's no source of light.
In that case, I will feel around on the shelf and see what I can feel.
You know what? I take it back. There's a little bit of light in here coming in from the entryway, maybe splashing off the walls.
And also, I'm assuming my night vision's pretty good because I've had my eyes shut, so, you know.
Yeah. On this little shelf is a horn. A horn made out of horn.
Okay.
There we go.
I will pick the horn up and sort of like tuck it into my belt and have a very careful look around, sort of making sure not to sort of like look into the room itself, just to see if I can see anything else on the shelf.
That's it. That's the only thing on the shelf.
Okay. And then I will pull the blindfold back down and continue on round the wall.
Give me a move silently check as you move around here, just to see how quietly you can go.
It was just the horn we were looking for, right?
I don't know if you know what you're looking for.
We had a list of stuff, right?
Nope.
All right then.
Yeah.
Move silently.
Silently. That's quite good.
No. That's the bonus I get to it. 33.
Yeah, no, but that's a solid bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep sneaking around until you bump into another knee-height shelf made of stone.
Right. Again, I will sort of gingerly lift up my thing, and just sort of being careful that I'm not looking at anything other than the goddamn shelf.
There is a wooden chest before you, banded with brass and shut.
All right. I will step to one side and sort of very gingerly just try and open the chest.
You slowly open it without a sound, and inside is this like big, fat, like thick belt.
I will pick up the belt and I will just sort of put it around my waist because it's easier than carrying it, and I don't want to drop it and things. And then I will continue on. I'll pull my blindfold back down and continue on around the wall.
Okay. When you affix the belt to your body, you can feel your muscles begin to bulge. The toneness of your body, like, not exemplifies, but
I get more buff.
you become buff and toned.
I am
Yes.
swole, bro.
Your strength increases.
Right, and I will continue on around the wall, being very, like, listening, because I'm like, okay, I haven't come across the basilisk yet, so it's getting more and more likely that I'm going to encounter the basilisk at some point.
Yep. You keep walking along the wall very, very quietly, as you've done all along, until you bump into a third shelf. You've been kind of walking in a circle around this room, and you can't see exactly where you are, but you've hit a third shelf.
Yes, I will I will again gingerly lift the blindfold up and just see what's on the shelf.
You can see that there's a potion on the shelf, and right now you're like in the pathway of the light, so light shines in. You can see these potions, and you can also see the tail of a basilisk, maybe like 3 inches from your foot. Like you've somehow walked around to behind it.
Right, I will very quietly pick up the potion, and then I will turn around, pull the blindfold down, turn around, and just go back around the wall and back to the outside. I'm pushing my luck here. That'll do.
All right. Well, you've gathered one potion, the horn, and the belt, and they're all sort of tucked into you and on you. I want you to make me a second stealth check now that you're geared up to head out the other way.
Right, move silently was plus 12. Oh, that was a plus 14, sorry. 60. Run.
As you're walking around, your foot hits like a large rock in the middle of the room that you were unaware of before, and it like hits it, and some gravel below skips and clatters around, and there's sort of a sort of sound.
I freeze and listen very carefully for the breathing to settle down again.
Instead of the breathing settling down, you hear sound of something stepping and moving towards you, as well as a sniffing.
Toss the arm towards the basilisk and continue walking towards the exit quietly and confidently.
Okay, I'm gonna roll us a basilisk check to see if it enjoys the arm you've given it, or if it thinks you're trying to hit it with the arm.
I'm tossing it quite gently to the floor.
Sure, but it's a stupid creature. Basilisks aren't smart. They have a hard time distinguishing offerings from aggression. I actually don't know what I rolled that d20 for. I should decide before I roll. Versus the basilisk. Yeah, the basilisk doesn't seem to like. I mean, you hear a crunching sound as the arm kind of gets ripped around and breaks and falls to the floor, and then I think it's gonna take a bite at you.
I'm just gonna continue walking.
Okay, it
quickly,
goes.
I think the problem is you've thrown left arm to only right arm eating basilisk.
Oh, it's a tragedy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue on walking.
So it rolls an 18 to hit you.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna
And it will bite you for 5 damage. So you just feel these teeth sink into your leg and like rip and rend and shred, and it pulls away. What do you do, Maya?
9. I'm gonna I'm gonna start jogging. I'm just gonna run whilst following the wall. I'm just gonna be like, okay, we're leaving now. This is bad. Just trying to keep as quiet as I can.
Do you ignore the basilisk and hurry out? And it doesn't seem to follow you or threaten you. And pretty soon you find yourself outside. You can feel the sun on you. You can hear the birds.
Was everybody else waiting in the thing? So I'll probably like sort of like if everybody else stayed in the corridor, I should be like, and we've got what we came for, and the basilisk has bitten me, and we need to leave now. Just tell them that we all went in. It'll be fine.
Let's give you guys
you already went in?
Yes, brother? What did you think I was doing?
I don't know. I was waiting for I'm going in now.
No. It's angry. It's awake. I've gotten 3 things. We're fine. I've got a horn and a belt, which made me feel very strong. I'm gonna like give you a little punch on the arm, just like check it out.
Good.
Yes, and we have succeeded. We are brave. We are all brave, and now we should go before one of us gets eaten or turned to stone, or both.
Rada, you have been there before, right?
She nods. Yes.
Are these the items of Brutana?
Yes.
Have you seen them before?
I have felt them before. Never seen.
I have them. We have them. I'm gonna take it off and give you like, brother, this, or sister? One of you should probably have this belt. I don't think I'm really much the punching sort.
Give it to Bud.
Also, sister, my leg is somewhat painful.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course. Just sit down for a moment.
Thank you. Oh, that is quite painful. Lovely.
You can heal the wounds, no problem.
Whoa.
Bud, are you wearing the belt?
Well, I'm taking a look at my belt I'm wearing with the nice gem on it. And I put my old belt off and kind of take the new belt. Does it even fit? Is it even big enough? And I try to see if it fits me.
Yeah, it'll fit you. It's a nice big belt, but it's got like lots of little slots for the belty pokey thingy that holds the belt in place. There should probably be a name for that specific part of it. What's it called? The
Bitsy boltsy things.
Yeah, the
sounds
bitsy
good.
boltsy thing.
Notches.
But what's the thing that goes in the notches? The pokey bit. The male part of the belt.
The male part.
Belt penis.
Well, I mean, when you talk about connectors, there's male ends and female ends for like cables and cords and
I know,
stuff.
but you said the male part, so now it's a belt penis. Okay.
It is a prong.
Prong. Okay. I
Also named.
See, these notches and these male counterparts have a very strange design. It's all about life.
It's got a big round head on it.
It's all about life. So you're saying that's a belt for me? Should I take it?
Yes.
I don't know.
Parts of a buckle.
Well, I'm gonna put it on.
Oh yeah, you're so strong now. But you really are super strong now, bud.
That sounds so unconvincing. That's like being on drugs, like taking cocaine. I'm so good. I can do anything I want to.
It's a belt of confidence, actually. You just feel really good about yourself.
Give
Out of blind confidence.
It's a placebo belt.
So, could I just blow this?
Well, if I'm that strong,
I'm gonna blow the horn. I'm just gonna be like, well, you know.
Maya, please don't blow the horn.
All right, Maya, I need to know exactly which direction you're facing when you blow the horn. Not for any particular reason. There's definitely no magical effects going on here. But which way are you facing?
I'll probably be facing towards the cave.
Towards the oh god! All right, here it goes, everybody. They got away for a moment, but not for long.
Oh god, we're all gonna die. Oh, I put my blindfold back on.
don't tell me it's a horn of blasting.
It is definitely a horn of blasting.
Why would called it in the chat? What else would he give us?
What else would it be?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. You blow it, nothing happens. I forgot. There's a keyword to it as well.
Thank God for words.
Please, don't.
What? Blowing things is my job. I haven't gotten to blow anything for a while, okay?
God.
Maya, you've had opportunities to blow things.
Oh, barbarians, please, come on, they don't wash. Oh, are you kidding?
Oh, that's true.
Flatulence.
Does it give a sound at least when she blows it? Can
Oh,
you
yeah, it
believe
goes-
that?
Does it just go? It's just going. Well,
Jesus.
I can't. Anyway.
it's a sick owl. My God.
Ryan, no, please. Horns can be very dangerous. And, well,
Yes, I
magic
know.
horns. No.
Is that something you want to tell me, brother?
Magical horns are very well known for their immense blasting
I
power.
haven't known that many wizards, brother.
Well, maybe I should hold on to it and
Yes,
research,
take it. It's
you know?
fine. It's fine. All right, it's fine. Sorry, I just got a bit carried away, brother. I can't be the only one sensible one here all the time.
We should probably leave before the basilisk walks out of his cave.
Oh, it'll be fine. Just, just don't look directly at the cave. Just wait. Just it's fine. Just basically
Still directly at the cave with your blindfold off. Is that what you're doing? I'm gonna put Maya's blindfold back on if she keeps staring at the cave.
I'm not staring at the cave. I'm looking directly away from the cave.
Well, then
Oh,
you did blast the horn in that direction.
Yeah. I was probably just like. Okay, that's a terrible idea.
Well-
what's the leader called again?
Rada?
Rada. I asked Rada if she knows anything about any of these items.
Oh, yes. These are, well, not that, she says, pointing to the potion, but to the other two. Those are weapons of Brutana. Great barbarian warrior. But you know story. Everyone knows story of Brutana.
Yes. Of course we know what they do, but how do they work?
Let me show you. And she takes the belt and takes it off Budarios and puts it on you and wraps it around and buckles it. That is how you use belt.
Okay, and what about this thing?
You blow.
I get it off.
Yes. Is
torso,
that
I
all,
just-
all that's needed?
It's horn. You blow horn.
I blew it
Okay.
and nothing happened though.
I have an idea.
So the first time that's
Scream
ever happened.
Brutana first and then blow the horn.
I'm going to research this later, bud. I don't think it's the right time or place to be messing with magical horns.
Good point.
Let's just, I feel very uncomfortable with this belt on, so I start taking it off and I'm going back to my previous figure.
Okay.
Don't worry.
You look odd with muscles,
While
brother.
you were thinking about unfiddling it, I was already halfway removing the belt from you. There's this narcissistic look in my face, and I can feel her power running through my veins. This immense strength of Brutana, and
You look
I
over
will
at
hold
Rada
it.
and she's eyeing you up and down. You know, her eyes just going up and down your body now that you've got the extra strength on.
Rada, was there anything else in the cavern that you have found with your...
No, nothing in cavern. No.
Okay.
Sun is setting. Come, it's time for bed.
Yes.
well, totally fueled and like on drugs with this belt. I'm gonna try to lift this stone that's in the earth.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna show them what stone you're trying to lift. Okay, what is your max press?
I have no idea.
Is it a static increase or is it a specific strength score he now has?
I have no idea.
You can.
Did I have huge, massive muscles just
No.
like you did?
No,
It was like a flat increase.
If he snaps his back and I have dips on the belt.
You can. I'm not going to answer your question directly, Sammy. I'll let you figure it out on your own.
Dips on the belt and breaks his back.
But Darius, you sweat.
That's my assumption on the described scenario.
Beads of sweat run down your face, Badarios. You're feeling hot inside. The muscles are bulging stronger than they've ever done before. You lift your end of the stone up and manage to like tilt the whole thing upright until it's standing vertically. And then it wobbles because the ground is uneven and collapses back down. You effectively, while wearing this belt, have 18-1 through 18-50 strength. You know, the first level of exceptional strength. So that's a flat +2 to damage for you. Your max press is now 280, and your weight allow is 135.
So
Okay.
it would give me 18-1 exceptional strength. You're saying.
Did not give you 18-1 exceptional strength, but it gives
So
Bud
what's your-
18-1
Okay,
exceptional strength.
but Bud, what's your strength? What's your-
17.
So it gives a +2.
2.
We're assuming.
Sure.
Hmm.
All right. Wow, I thought you guys were going to fight a basilisk here.
We
I
still
really
could.
thought. Yeah. Do you guys want to go fight the basilisk?
No, Maya's. Look, Maya just like worked hard to be a sneaky motherfucker, so we didn't have to fight a basilisk. Okay.
I'm gonna ask Rada, now that there's nothing inside the cave, is there any reason to have the basilisk inside?
We
what is it?
do not put basilisk in cave. Basilisk lives in cave on Odin. Long line of basilisks live here, all descendant from Brutana's mount.
Well, if anyone decides to come by and try to take what's from inside the cave and they get turned to stone, you can run, charge, and kill them. And
If they turn to stone, I need not kill.
well, yes. But I mean, if any survive, you can kill them because they're assuming that the cave still has magical objects inside.
Mm-hmm. It still does.
Yes. Wait, it does?
Maya only take 1 potion. There are 2. Maya's muted.
I see, but Fuzzy's.
I am
muted.
not going back in there for another potion. Somebody else wants to go in? It's fine. 1 basilisk bite a day is quite enough. Thank you very much.
Was okay. We only need 1 potion.
What does the potion do?
You dump on statue and rub in to statue, oil everywhere, and it no longer stone. It comes back to person.
Both statues?
Both
both potions?
you mean?
Yes. Yes. We search long and hard, find these ages ago, put them in Brutana's tomb. We start with
Just in
5,
case.
and some people make mistakes.
Well, how generous of you to rectify their mistakes.
Yes, it's good that there is a spare one in the cave, just in case.
She steps towards Sammy and says, "No," and puts her hand on your shoulder. We rectify mistakes. You are us now.
What if only the shoe, the 1 foot is left of a person? Does it bring back the whole person?
I have never tried.
I
I
would
think
guess no.
it bad use to experiment with precious life-giving magic.
That's what they meant by life-giving. It just clicked.
As you guys make your way back to camp, Rada talks with you. So you now part of our tribe, clan, people. Then you go to gather all people together. Make 1 people out of land, yes?
That is the goal. To unite Akuban. Because a war is coming. Death is coming to Akuba from outside.
We know. Death has already come. Taken from me, my mother, my father, my first property. Very sad. I love that one much. Not as big as you, not as pretty as you, but oh, did he know how to do?
I was just there like.
I know I'm not that good at cooking. You don't need to remind me every time.
Oh, I meant the making. He practiced much. Know exactly what Rada like. Great loss was felt by many that day. Terrible loss.
Practice makes perfect.
Well,
She then looks
Sarah is a
towards-
cleric of life, and maybe she knows things that I don't. And I
Brother, I can offer you advice if
try
you
to
want
get
it.
out of this day's work. So
If you need any pointers, brother, I'm happy to help.
there you go. My sister volunteers.
No,
I'm gonna rest
I'm,
now.
I'm volunteering to teach you, brother. Verbal advice only.
It's okay. Rada looks
I have diagrams.
Navigational
despite
charts.
Badarios being the one decked out with strength and everything,
Marks the spot.
go here, this thing. Let's circle it a few times. Despite her having been checking out Badarios so much with his new belt and his newfound strength, Rada's eyes eventually turn towards Sarah, who I don't think the two of you have had appropriate wife and wife time.
Wife and wife time. No, we haven't.
You have not. I mean, she looks at Bud, she looks at Sarah. Bud's got bulging muscles. Sarah is, well,
New.
probably knows what she's doing. And Rada asks you, when do you leave? When do you move on? Do we have time for much celebration?
I will take off the belt and put it around Sarah's waist. I lent it to you for this night only.
Rada nods approvingly.
Okay, I'm gonna lift up Rada in my strong arms. Can I do that? Am I able to lift her?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, are you bridal carrying her?
I'm absolutely carrying her off to the tent. The
Oh,
discussion-
my.
We're not gonna talk about when we're gonna leave. Like, I'm carrying her over.
Have fun.
Rada, like, fans herself and goes, my, no one has ever carried Rada like this before.
And I
And,
guess I feel really strong in that very moment, you know.
yeah, for one night only, you have 18 strength.
Yeah, it's a good night.
Yeah. All right, everybody. When we come back next time, the party is going to stay with the barbarians and have lots and lots of sex, or you're going to go off and do something else.
I think with the new spell that Sammy got, maybe we want to try to get to not Talushar, the other city,
One above.
the one above.
You don't have the
Abankai?
map up.
Abenkai?
Yes.
Abankai, and sneak into Abankai into a dungeon there. That
Okay.
might be fun to try.
There's a
It's a-
dwarven tomb where we have our eyes on.
Yes.
You right there, Neil? You all hot and bothered there?
It's getting a little warm in this room, you know?
I mean, is it snowing outside? Shouldn't it be cold right now?
Yeah, but I've
think
got
we
these
can
big
back-
stage lights, and I'm wearing a
Oh, yeah.
I want
sweatshirt. and-
fan art
That's a
of
good
the fight in the pit between Sarah and Rada. That would be fun.
I'm sorry, I didn't follow. What'd you say?
I want fan art from the fight of Rada with Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
Fiction.
Keep it tasteful, guys.
Of the fight, right?
Yeah,
Not the
tasteful.
Akuban night.
Yeah,
What
yes.
we need is a Kirk
But they were both in-
time kind of thing, okay? They need not batleths, whatever the Vulcan weird cotton bud implements they were using were. What?
Okay.
You've never seen a mock time?
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You know Star Trek the original series where Kirk fights Spock because Spock's having like on fire or whatever.
No, I did not see that episode.
I think I've seen it, but
I watched like
What even are you?
I only watched like the first 2 seasons of the original series.
I haven't seen any of it. I'll throw myself under the bus.
It's got the most famous fight. Right, hang on. I'm going to find it on YouTube. All right.
All right. Well, we're gonna come back next week because I think we're done for today, and you guys are gonna go tomb raiding in Abankai, which is gonna involve sneaking into the city undetected. But you've got some tools for that, and then finding the crypt, and then raiding it for all of its loot. And what do we
Yeah.
think is in Abankai?
We think that there is the dwarven tomb that we think that holds some sort of forge.
Duncan
allows
Sparksteel's tomb.
the
The one
Maybe
that
so.
we originally wanted to get in. Like, we tried to make a deal with the Sparksteels to get in, and that didn't work, so now we're just going there
Nice.
without a deal, I guess.
their family has gone against us, so our respect for them has dropped.
Perfect.
We think there's a forge there that will possibly give us good weapons, which we could arm the barbarians with. You know, that's an idea. Who knows?
Did I not? What happened to my notes for?
You're looking for the ones you sent us?
No, I'm looking for different notes. I had a list of all the items and all the tombs and exactly what they did. And here we go. Woo! It scared me. La 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 la.
You're gonna make a note of what to prepare.
I mean, basically, we don't know what's inside the tomb. We just heard rumors and stories about the
Yes.
character buried there.
Right. Okay. Excellent. I have notes, and I just wanted to make sure I knew what my notes were. Wonderful. So we're done for today. I think we've done enough. We've done enough harm to people's psyches, and if anyone needs therapy after this session, my wife is an up and coming therapist, so you can contact me and we can go through this.
Up and coming, not fully trained.
Not fully trained yet.
We might need a Love Bites episode about certain techniques.
If you need quick advice in about 30 minutes, Neal's gonna have his show anyway, so that's a good moment to ask any questions that are still open.
That's right. In half an hour, we're going to be doing critical feedback, where we will help people work through any D&D RPG problems that might have, either as a DM or as a player. So bring your problems to us, and we'll sort them out together as a group every Friday from 3:30 to 5:30 Mountain Time, so 2:30 to 3:30 Pacific, and 10:30 to midnight 30 UK, and 11:30 to 1:30 CE. All right.
Yeah.
That's that. Does anyone have anything to say before we head out? Any final
I
words?
am filling out the Reddit discussion thread. We didn't do one last week, but we have one for this and last week.
Oh, good.
That's gonna be a good one.
And
So-
please also remember, Barbarian Sex Acts needs its own sub-thread in there. Could
Yes,
you, Sammy, could you make a sub-thread as ready, like, or at least the first, what do you call it, bullet point?
Can Maya just get a little bit of kudos for like actually going in there and basically sort of like braving a basilisk on her own?
Solo, yeah, absolutely. That's incredible that you managed to get through, find the basilisk, and sneak out without it killing you. And then also, good job on like it attacking you and you trying to ignore it and just walk away from it. Because,
just keep going.
yeah,
Well, it's just like, well, I can't fight, and if I run, it might chase me. But if I just power walk and stay calm,
Yeah.
More like power limp, right? Because we're already bent in the leg.
ow, ow, I like stone, it's fine. Ow, I'm too juicy. Ow, ow.
Alrighty then, guys. We are. Oh no. So Sammy's got the thingy. Maya's got credit, and Maya, you're playing more Arky Barky. No.
Pyrotark.
Atlas.
Atlas. Right. Atlas.
How dare you? I've never gotten it wrong at all. Honest.
But you got boats, so Ark's boats, sorry.
Yeah. It's I really like it. It's crack at the moment. So I'm just like, yes, I must build boats and explore and things. So.
And you can find her on twitch.tv/fuzzyfreaks.
Yes, you can. And also at Twitch Fuzzy on Twitter, because brand cohesion isn't a thing.
Yes, Twitch Fuzzy. Wonderful. And Sarah, you have a campaign tomorrow, right?
Technically, I would, but it's actually cancelled for tomorrow, unfortunately. But that's going to take a break and start next week. But what's for the first session 0 character creation on YouTube somewhere on Greg Hansen's channel, if you're interested in that.
What character did you make?
I made a Spriggan druid, actually. Spriggan, like a Oblivion, Skyrim Spriggan. No, a Spriggan is like a wooden.
Oh God,
wood
that's
creature.
terrifying.
You're like a tree, pretty much like a living tree person. That's what you are. Druid. Yeah. So my first kind of off the charts race, because I'm usually I play humans a lot. I sometimes play a gnome or halfling in between, but yeah.
Right on.
It's also a homebrew.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's a little different. More magic than in Neal's campaigns, but still enjoyable. If you want to try something different from time to time. Also, if you enjoy all of Neal's stuff, and you are a girl, a woman, a grandmother, and you enjoy hanging out with other people to discuss D&D, other like-minded people, we also have a channel on Discord for girls, women, females, whatever, who want to hang out, talk about D&D, share artworks, just talk about stuff. Contact me or just join the Discord and send a message.
How do people contact you?
Figure it out. Well, you can either find me here on Twitch as Fayama4U. You can find me on Twitter as @Fayama4U, or you can find me on Reddit as well as Fayama, actually.
And the 4 is a number 4, right? 4 YOU.
Correct. It is a number, and the U is just the letter.
The single U? Just the letter.
Exactly.
Wonderful. And last but not least,
if you are a female, a male, or on the spectrum, or anywhere in between, and you love what Neal is doing, please subscribe to the Twitch channel. Put $5 in, go to the Patreon, help him out there, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and like videos.
I thought you were going somewhere really different with that. Thank you, bud. All right, everybody. We will be back next week with more Akuban Nights. Good night.